Alright guys, here we go. This is the last video I had of the Murray mower. It had the backing plate issues and the primer ball and all that. This one, this is the mower that I took it off of. It's a pretty nice self-propelled. I bought this one, it's got to be going on 2 years now, and never got around to messing with it, and you know, stuff constantly coming up. But when I bought this one, it did run great. It ran really good. The only issue it really had was it's self-propelled. And with these, let's see if you can see the front wheels there. Yeah, the front wheels here, on the inside of them, I don't have a socket out here that fits it. I'll yank one off there and show you. And when I get the new ones, I'll show you. But on the inside of here, on the inside of the wheel, around the edge on the inside, it has basically plastic teeth, and it has a metal gear in there that it rides on, so you know, makes it self-propelled. And the problem with it is the plastic teeth are gone. They're just chewed up, or you know, over time. It's made out of plastic. You got to expect it. Now, it ran good. I picked it up. It was I think it was $20 or $25. A guy bought a brand new one, had this one, and just didn't want it. So I drove. It was only like half an hour away, and happened to be on that side of town. So I swung by, called him up, and he still had it, and just swung over, picked it up, and headed home. And it ran great. I just stuck it off to the side, and it's been sitting ever since. And just just one of those things. Life just gets busy. But so this will be a part one for sure, because I know I got to order parts for it. I got to get both front wheels. So I'll probably have to track down one of these backing plates. I'm sure this didn't work on the other mower, so naturally it's not going to work on this one. They're both basically the same motor. They're 6 1/4 horse Briggs & Stratton. This one I don't think is quite as old. This one is a 2003 model, and I also got to get a cable that disengages the stopping mechanism. The cable on it's shot, so I have to get both front wheels, the cable, and the carb looks pretty grody from setting. So I'm hoping I don't have to replace the carb, which they're cheap. So if it needs it, I'll do it. But this first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get the bowl off the carb and see what we're dealing with, and we'll go from there. It's pretty dirty, but it's just sitting in one of those little things that you buy, and you get them from Harbor Freight. It's basically steel framing with a tarp on top. So it was sitting in one of those, and the tarp got a rip in it, and so the rainwater was beating down. Now it's covered in dirt. So we've dealt with worse and got them running. So this one should hopefully be a piece of cake. The parts are, once I order them, figure out what I need, I'll order them, and hopefully sometime next week they'll be in. And that's when we'll do part 2, get it all up and running, and go from there. This one you can see, when I first got it, it had a little bit of rust in the bottom. And that's what that is. Sanded it all down and hit it with bed undercoating. That's what I was going to do for the green one we was just messing with for Chris, but he wasn't worried about it. And so this one I might go back over. It's got a real light spot on top. Looks like it didn't seal to it too good, so I'll take the cover off, sand it back down a little bit, maybe put another coat on it for somebody, whoever wants. This deck is actually in really super nice shape. And let me get some tools and we'll mess with the carb and see what we got. Be right back. Alright, here we go. Got some tools, got the fuel line off, and I went ahead and took the wheel off so I can show you. Here you can see, I can't see crap. I'll show you on the deck first. Here's the steel gear. Oh, let me see. I'm screwing it up. That's the steel gear that works the front wheels. There's one on each side. get this back over here where we need it, and I'll show you the wheel. This is, they're built cheap, but you know, I don't know how long they actually last, but this is the front wheel. You can see how the teeth in it, they're just worn down. They're supposed to, you know, obviously they're supposed to be taller. You can see in the back here, that's how tall they're actually supposed to be. You can see where they're just worn down. I've checked with Home Depot and Lowe's, and they carry them. They're $20-some a wheel last time I looked, and online you can find a pair for $20 for the pair. So I'll dig around online, see if I can still find it. It's been a while, but I'll see what I can find online, try to save a few bucks and get those taken care of. But let's get that carburetor off and see what we got. Still had a little bit of old stale gas in it. Got that out. Thankfully it wasn't very much, but there's probably some in that carb. So this is just like the other one. You just got the 2 bolts, one here, and then up here where your spring and your arm are, you got to unhook that. It's basically the same motor, same setup as the one we just previously worked on. I just want to take it off and check out the float and everything. Just looking at the carb from here with everything off, it looks pretty gummy. And hopefully we can get it cleaned up and make it work without buying another carb and you don't have to wait on all that. So I bought that other one. It took, when I ordered it on, it was the weekend when I ordered it, so I had it by, I think it was that coming Thursday, which was actually wasn't bad since Monday was actually Memorial Day, so it wasn't too bad. Figure I had the carbs been on it for, I don't know, a couple days, but anyway. So everything seems to move free. And it's got a little bit of gas in it. And see if we get this bowl off without, yeah, it's definitely got gas in it. See if we get this bowl off without damaging the sill on it. Hopefully. Wasn't even really expecting this thing to have fuel in it. That's clean. Yeah, she's pretty tight. Yeah, seal is still in one piece. See if I can get you a shot of this fuel. It's definitely nasty. Looks like it has, almost looks like it has water in it. Let's see if I can get it up here where you can see it. If you guys can see in there or not. Let me see if I can pan down. But you can see the dirt in it right there, and then whatever that is, my guess is it's either water or it's in the process of changing over to like basically thinner. Lacquer is what some people call it, but we'll get that taken care of, scrub her out, see what we can do with the carburetor to try to clean it up some. It's pretty nasty. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you can see all the along the, ooh, crap all over my fingers. You can see where it's all, you know, all over the float. So it's definitely going to take some cleaning. But it did run good. It ran really good when I bought it off the guy. So hopefully we'll be able to clean this carb up a little bit and get that dirt out of the bowl, and we'll throw her back together and see what we got. Alright, I'm going to get it all cleaned up and I shall return. Alright, she came pretty clean. Not bad. Float, everything cleaned up real nice. So hopefully the carb, there's only, you know, so much I can do with the carb without that sonic cleaner, which I thought I had a good deal on one, but it didn't. Just didn't work out. Somebody beat me to it. Story of my life. But get this sucker back together real quick and get it together without dropping something. Hope we can get her going. This will make a really nice mower for somebody. These ones aren't cheap. It was, I was looking around on, the hell is it? Marketplace. And here we go. Found one like it. Self-propelled with the bag. It was, they had it on there. Had one for 150, one for 175, and another one for 200. That's why a lot of people ask me, you know, why do you do it? You sell them, you know, make money off of them, buy them cheap, fix them, sell them, get a little business going out of it, but nah. You could. I have. When I was out of work, I used to do it. There we go. That's a 13 millimeter on the bottom of the bowl. But I did. I used to get them, find them dirt cheap, bring them home, clean them up, sell them, make a profit off of them, buy another one, you know, repeat. But there's so many people out there that need a helping hand, you know. I mean, once I got back to work full time, that was more for you know, helping people out that couldn't afford it, you know. They didn't have an extra 25, 50 bucks, whatever, you know, for a mower, so if I had the money to spare, I'd snatch one up, clean it up, toss it out there and give it to them. You know, do what I can to help another person out, you know. But, you know, to each their own. I know not everybody's like that. Just do what I can to help another person out. Even though I know I can sell this mower 150 and up all day long on Marketplace or Craigslist. But that's okay. If it helps somebody out in the long run, for me it was money well spent. Just wish there was more people out there like it. Alright, the carburetor's on. Hopefully this is going to work. Get the fuel line back on. And I'll get that wheel back on. See if we get the wheel back on, the fuel line back on, and I'll probably have to prime it, because I know that plate's not going to work. I mean, I'll try it, but I doubt it's going to work. But so we'll prime it and see if she'll fire up. And let me get it back together and we'll give her a shot. Alright, so here we go. Wheels back on. Carb. I got that. I went ahead and put that plate on it just to see if it, I really don't think it's going to work, but we'll try it. See if it'll pump it up. I had to rig up the cable's about to snap up on the handle, and so I had to rig it up so hopefully it stays in place. God, this thing needs cleaned up. But let's see. See, it's really weird because this plate, you can hear it blowing. It seems like it's blowing air. But I just don't think it's, for some reason it's not picking up, so if this don't work, we'll prime it. See how that carb worked out. I ain't gonna fight with it. We'll just take the tube, see if we can get some fuel down in it, and I'll just have to find another plate. Maybe put on this one, or put the original back on this one or something, I don't know. We'll find the plate for one of the motors. Hoping, I know it ran good when it was parked. It's like you see on all the other ads, ran good when parked. Alright, let's give it a shot. Well, she's trying. Maybe there's not enough fuel in the bowl yet. We'll prime it again. So I just put the gas in it right before I turned the camera on, so I doubt that bowl's full. The carburetor cleaned up pretty decent. Doesn't mean jack, I guess. And clean up as nice as I want really doesn't mean much, but I'm hoping she works. Come on. We flooded it. Yep, my guess is too much gas. I have that, I don't know if that one fits or not. Nope. We'll give her a couple more cranks. Alright, draw the cylinder out and we'll give her another shot. Shall return. Alright, here we go. We're going to give her another shot. I took that backing plate off. Pulled the plug, dried the cylinder out, cleaned the plug up some with a wire brush, and we'll try giving it a little bit of fuel. So to start, if I had some ether, I'd just give it a small shot of that, but I do not have any. So we'll give it a little taste of fuel here and see what happens. Hopefully she takes off. She's trying. Maybe the float ain't working right, I don't know. We'll try it again. Nice if I had someone out here helping, I'll get him to pull it and then I could choke the carburetor myself. I just can't get to it quick enough. Let's try that. If I had some ether, I'd be in there, I could do it. Almost. If we can control that carb. Choking it, we can get all the bugs out. Try that. I can almost get to it quick enough. Well, narrows down the carburetor, but we'll go from there. As I'm saying, this is part one. We'll get it figured out, get it cleaned up, and get the wheels and everything for it, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I get the parts, we'll get them on.